Parts of our state will open in just a couple of days, and we're a little more than a week away from the projected opening of the rest of the state. So as businesses and organizations begin to reopen, safety will be a big priority. So we've invited our expert in estate planning, David Carrier, here to join us to let us know about maybe a few important things we should keep in mind as we start to see things reopening. Good morning, David.
Hi, Terry. How you doing?
Good, good. So I know that you work with a lot of people who are considered in that vulnerable population, and so you're taking some special precautions and have set up some great systems for when everything is reopened again. Why don't you walk us through some of those?
Well, you know, the thing is, throughout this period, the lockdown, shutdown, shelter in place, whatever you want to call it, we've continued to be there for our clients, and whether that means people driving through, showing us driver's licenses through the windshield, or being outside a nursing home through a window, or yesterday we had a signing meeting online, and this one set a record, 6 hours.
Oh, wow.
Trying to try to do that electronically. So when we can actually see clients again face to face, and we've got plastic shields and all, sterilization and masks and all the rest of this stuff, so that we can finally get back to, you hate to say the new normal. I hope this doesn't become normal, but it's what we've got to do right now. The thing is, when you look at the situation, it's amazing. It went from 15 days to flatten the curve to 2 months to flatten the curve. And, it's one of those things. People have really gone the extra mile, but I think we're getting to the end of it. I think, in some states, not Michigan, some states, where they threaten to arrest you if you put your toes in the water, in New York and in California, they've extended it, I don't know, till New Year's Day, or I don't know, some crazy stuff.
Right.
At least when... Go ahead.
Oh,
at least we're not doing that here,
Right. So for you, when people, I know that you have come up with a lot of systems with your team. Thanks to the PPP, you've been able to keep everybody fully employed. But in terms of those systems, why don't you talk about all those different ways that you have been meeting with clients, including you've started a YouTube channel from your garage.
Oh, yeah, the Medicaid Minute. And we're doing more with the video. So when somebody signs up, we'll send them some videos. A meeting for us, just an intro meeting, is usually an hour and a half, 2 hours. Well, we can't do that anymore. So what we're trying to do is introduce folks before they work with us to get a sense of who we are, what we've been doing for the last 30 years. And we're doing that with video. There are legal questions that I answer on my radio show every week. So we've recorded some of those, and they may not be exactly your question, but I think that if you watch how we reason our way, I reason my way through a problem, then you can have a little bit of, well, I know what this guy's about. It's very difficult because this is such a personal thing with us.
Right. And I know that, for a lot of people, sometimes transportation can be an issue, and there are maybe some benefits that are coming out of the new normal, especially in those kinds of services that you offer. Maybe not for everybody, but for some people.
That's true. And, the people working at home, working from home, we're not going to let up on that. So we will have many fewer people in the office. Anyone who doesn't have to be there, they've all got laptops. We all got this computer thingy, whatever the heck it is, so that the computer they have at home is like the computer they had in the office. And it has really, you don't have to get dressed up to go to the office anymore for an awful lot of our folks who worked kind of in the back there, supporting everything else. Some people, of course, have to come in. And so we've got arrows on the floor. We've got restrictions here and there, to do traffic patterns and stuff, so people aren't passing each other. And there's just an awful lot that we are doing. We're taking it very seriously. But the other thing we're taking very seriously is the idea that enough is enough. Okay, and just because you can imagine, okay, let's put everyone in a space helmet. All right, we're not doing that, okay? We've been doing that to a large extent. We're not doing that, you know, space helmet, no. But we are taking reasonable steps, rational steps, and we're making progress. I think that's the most important thing, that over the last several months, it hasn't seemed like there's, you know, it's like, when is it going to be enough? You said 2 weeks, and then you said a month, and then you extended it again. Please, God, we don't get another extension.
Okay, so let's talk about what you have been doing, because you have benefited from the PPP, and you are offering some great opportunities for people who can come in and maybe get a credit towards some of the fee for service.
Right, so here's how that works. You know, the government said, this hasn't happened before, so we're going to dump a bunch of money on small businesses, basically, for the purpose of hiring folks back. Well, we did that. We got the money and we hired folks back. But see, here's the thing from my perspective. All of a sudden, I've got people working, producing value, delivering value to clients, and I'm not paying them. You're paying them. The taxpayer is footing the bill. And that just seems wrong to me. So what we did, what we are doing, and this will happen for the next, this week and then for the next 4 weeks, is we decided to take the support that you gave us and give it back. So there are very hefty discounts, credits, and we're calling them the PPP credits, against any work that gets done, any work that you decide to do in the next several weeks. There's going to be somewhere between 20 and 35% represents the payroll cost for putting that together. There's other costs, but the payroll cost.
Right.
And so what we decided to do is say, look, we're not going to hang on to that money. That's not just manna from heaven, extra profit. No, we're not doing that. We're giving that back to the folks. You were here for us, we're going to be here for you.
And I know, David, that it's, you know, about estate planning and also making sure that people have those important documents in place just in case they would end up being hospitalized.
Absolutely right. And, you know, we've done a number of things. So if you go to the website, right up at the top, you can click, and there are some documents where even if you didn't have time to put together an estate plan, you know, we call it the Carrier Crisis Kit. And, you know, it's a number of documents that you can fill out. It doesn't cost you anything. And they're right there for you. Take those to the hospital. It's the privacy release form. It's your living will and a funeral designation form.
Yeah, good information, David. I know that it's a new reality for all of us. People can connect with you on your website. Great information there, and watch one of those life plan workshops online as well. And hopefully we'll get back to having you in the studio in the not too distant future.
I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, have a great day.